Good morning, students. Our topic of today's discussion is evolution of Indian financial system. एवोल्यूशन में हम वो सब चेंजेस इंक्लूड करते हैं विच हैज़ रिजल्टेड इन प्रेजेंट डे इंडियन फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम. इसको हम 3 स्टेजेस में स्टडी करते हैं. स्टेज 1 दैट इज बिफोर इंडिपेंडेंस, स्टेज 2 आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस टिल 1990 एंड स्टेज 3 दैट इज द प्रेजेंट डे स्टेज. In stage 1, that is the before independence stage, the Indian financial system was highly unorganized. The number of securities which were dealt in the market were very less. There was no separate issuing agency. The number of intermediaries was also very less. Moreover, access to foreign funds was also very limited. So all in all, before independence, the Indian financial system was in a poor state. Then came the second stage, that is the after independence stage, that is from 1948 to 1990. This is a stage which witnessed many changes which resulted into the Indian financial system. And these changes include, first of all, there was change in ownership from the private to the public sector. After independence, the government of India underwent the planned development. And according to this objective, the government of India established many significant undertakings in the public sector. So there was the change of ownership from the private sector to the public sector. Then there was nationalization of RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India. Nationalization means taking over the control of any entity by the government. So RBI was nationalized in 1948 and all of its share capital was purchased by central government. Then there was nationalization of LIC, that is the Life Insurance Corporation. It was done in 1956. Nearly 245 life insurance companies were nationalized according to the Life Insurance Act 1956. Then there was nationalization of commercial banks. In a major drive in 1969, nearly 14 banks were nationalized. And in 1980, another 6 commercial banks were nationalized. Next came the nationalization of General Insurance Corporation. It was done in 1972. Nearly 107 major general insurance companies were merged into 4 public sector insurance businesses. And these include New India Assurance Company, United India Assurance Company, National Insurance Company and Oriental Insurance Company, with their headquarters in 4 major cities: New Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai. Then there was setting up of State Bank of India. It was set up in 1955 with taking over of the business of Imperial Bank. State Bank of India was established with its various associates. Then there was setting up of financial institutions. These financial institutions were set up to supplement the role of banking sector, to channelize the funds in the economy and include the setting up of developmental financial institutions, investment institutions and other institutions. Developmental financial institutions were set up for the growth and development of various key sectors like agriculture, industries, etc. Very first of all, in this category was set up IFCI in 1948. That is the Industrial Financial Corporation of India. Then in the serial came the ICICI and IDBI. Then there was the investment institutions. Investment institutions include the institutions like mutual funds and insurance companies. Then there were others. These include the establishment of many apex institutions like NABARD and EXIM was established in 1982 for the growth and development of rural areas and agriculture sector. Then there was the changing role of commercial banks. During this time period, the commercial banks expanded from their traditional role of only accepting the deposits and lending the money to the various merchant banking operations also, which includes issue management, lease financing, underwriting functions, etc. So this was the second stage which saw many changes in the Indian financial system. Finally, there is the third stage, that is the stage from 1991 till date. In 1991, the Government of India introduced the policy of liberalization, privatization and globalization. In the wake of that, the Indian financial system witnessed many changes. These include, the very first one is entry of private sector. Earlier, in India, there was the establishment of public sector undertakings, but many of them were very much sick. That's why the private sector came into the picture to overcome the inefficiencies of the public sector undertakings. Next is emergence of NBFCs, that is non-banking financial corporations. These are the corporations which perform fund-based and fee-based activities like lease financing, hire purchase system, like installment system. Next is changing role of DFIs, that is developmental financial institutions. Developmental financial institutions also underwent a change in their traditional role. They also started fund-based activities and they also started issuing bonds to the general public. Then there was the growth of mutual fund. Seeing the larger size of middle income group in India, there was mushroom growth of mutual funds in India. There is almost different mutual funds of every sector in India. Then there was establishment of SEBI, that is the Securities Exchange Board of India. It was established in 1992 with the objective of growth and development of the securities market, with the objective of investors' interest protection. Next came the growth of securities market. Securities market saw the establishment of various rules and regulations for the protection of interest of investors to bring transparency in the securities market. So these are the various stages which has resulted into the present day Indian financial system. Stage 1, Stage 2 and Stage 3. Thank you.